Okay, everyone. So this is Gracie. She is a part of our Hero's Journey series that we're doing here. So, Gracie, if you just want to start by kind of letting us know how you found us and what made you decide to, get the comprehensive testing, and we'll kind of go from there.
Okay. Excuse me. Hi, my name is Grace. And after going to many doctors and being frustrated and not anybody really being able to help me, I had to kind of go on my own. And then one day I was going through Facebook and I saw the class, and I was reading up on Dr. Guerrera, and I looked into it and I thought, you know what? Just being honest that, I've got nothing to lose. I've paid out so much money on food and doctor visits, and, this really sounds legit. So I did the master class, and I mean, I could not write down enough information to satisfy myself because I didn't realize how hungry I was to help myself.
Hmm.
And went to the master class, and when the class was over, it didn't even take that much time for me to start making changes. Got rid of all the plastic. I probably went a little crazy, but got rid of all the plastic. All I've got is glass now, and just my diet. I had changed. I had been on 3, 4 different kind of diets. At the doctor's office would always say, "We'll make an appointment for a nutritionist," or just Google it. Well, that didn't help me because I got so frustrated looking at this diet and that diet, and
Right.
I
I
didn't
mean,
know.
there's just a million different things out there. Yeah, you don't know what's right. Yeah.
No, and I didn't know, but I was also exercising and gaining weight. I know you gain bulk or muscle, but I was gaining weight. And when I reached 178, I was crying, and I knew that I had to make a change. And it wasn't, I was hardly eating anything. But after the class and all, I realized that I've been eating so wrong. I've eaten healthy before, but it was a lot more to eating healthy than just eating salads and fish and chicken and things like that. It's more fruits, more vegetables, and stay away from the grains.
Mhm.
So now I tell people, well, I don't feel good or what have you. I said, you know why cows and all get fed corn? Because it bulks them up. So you think about it that way. You eat corn, you're going to bulk up. I like popcorn. I've tested the waters. I can't even have popcorn.
Yeah.
I'd rather have, something that I can eat. I make like what you call a love flour, almond butter, cashew butter with apple slices. And I put the
Mm.
peanut butter in the middle, the flour. That's my love flour. That's love for
Yeah.
myself.
Yeah.
So with all the testing and stuff and the things that I was doing to change, I did it like overnight, but I was so ready. It wasn't hard for me to do it because I knew I needed to. Uh, I've
Your
also,
mindset is ready.
I feel better. I would, go to work on 4 hours a day, 5 hours a day, but I would come home and get on the couch and wouldn't get up until I had to make supper. I've got more energy. Half of my inflammation is gone. It wasn't all about losing weight, and that came in the last few months. But just knowing, just watching my numbers, like my triglycerides were like in the 800s. Now they're in the 4, which is still high, but it's progressively, it didn't happen overnight. But to see what's happening with my body and how I feel, and it's just amazing. I'm almost there, the old Grace again, and I love it.
I love
If
that.
if this hadn't happened, I couldn't stayed up to 4 o'clock in the morning yesterday, or not taking 2 or 3 naps in a 12-hour period. That's just, I was just getting fat and sassy, and I knew it wasn't the bad food I was eating; it was not the right food.
Hmm.
And getting rid of the grains has is it wasn't hard. I wasn't a bread person, but every once in a while I'll make something like a muffin,
Mhm.
and I get my bread, so to speak. But the food and all, I've shared it with my household, and I eat a lot of venison. My soon-to-be husband is a bow hunter, so we
Mhm.
get a lot of venison, and he eats a lot like what I do. And some things he's not there yet, but I've had wonderful support. My parents support me, and it's really made a change in my life. And I mean, I tried to tell my friends about this and whoever wants to listen, because it really, and people, my friends and all, have noticed a change. And it's really, like I said, it's not all about just weight, it's your numbers, it's how
Mhm.
you feel, it's being able to get up. Yeah, you might have some aches and pain, but for me, it's my age.
Mhm.
But I didn't realize how bad inflammation can almost ruin you,
Absolutely.
and it's I am really a changed person, and I'm so thankful to the program, my health coach, just everybody in the site. Be Your Own Hero. I mean, it's nice. It's gratifying knowing that we've got a place to go and a
Yeah.
platform to talk to others and share things with people, and people that are needing help. I like to give my 2 cents sometimes, or post things, because there's a lot of new people on there, and you go in different stages and they don't know. It's like, oh, well, I need eggs. No, you don't.
Yeah.
It's 4 weeks of your quote unquote suffering. It'll be okay.
Yeah.
There is the light at the end of the tunnel,
Yeah.
but it is a lifestyle change.
Absolutely.
And I'm just very, very thankful for everybody in the program, because this is me now. I'm not going back. It's not worth going backwards.
Wow. Well, that is amazing. We are so proud of you. So if you could rate it, on a scale of say 0 to 100%, how much better do you feel from when you first met us, your first appointment to now?
I'm 100.
80%.
I feel personally 100% better, but knowing that I still have a way to go,
And more
I'm
wins to come. It's like, that's
right.
great.
So I'd say 85, 90%, because that
Yeah.
gives me more room to grow. Well, not grow, but more room
I
to
love
improve
it.
myself. Yes.
Absolutely. I love that. And then, so what has your health coach, how has she, impacted your journey or benefited you in this journey?
Well, just by being positive with me, and being available for questions, sharing some of her experiences, and just being available.
Hmm.
I never take advantage of anybody's time or life or
Hmm.
whatever, but when I really can't find something, or I really have a question, and I don't expect it within an hour, there's time, because we all have lives outside of everything. And she gets back with me, but she's always positive, and that really helps. And I know life is tough and all, but just to know, I think when we help ourselves, it's easier for others to help you. And I know there are some that are, kind of negative or whatever, but I always try to be positive, and Tony's always positive. She knows that I want to do better, and that's my goal, is to do better. So she's been
Wonderful.
really awesome. Yes.
Wonderful. And then, so would you recommend our program to, others that may be watching this and might, be skeptical or be like, what is this about? What would you say to them?
I would tell them it's not going to hurt to try it. If you can go to the doctor and use all that money for co-pays, and let them tell you
Mhm.
what you need to do, or start taking all these meds that cost money, that money can go to your supplements. That's
Mhm.
going to help. It's going to throw your body in a small shock for a while, but it's going to
Mhm.
get better. The
Mhm.
classes, they're so informative. If you can, record them and go back, because that's what I do, because I know I missed a lot in the beginning because I was so hungry,
Mhm.
and I would recommend it for anybody. It's not going to cost to watch.
Hmm.
And what you do after the class, that's up to you. But if I can help somebody, answer questions with what, I know, I would definitely try to steer them in the same direction that I've taken.
Wonderful. Awesome. Well, Grace, we are so proud of you. Just an amazing story again of what happens when you put yourself first and when you get that mindset right. So you've done the
Mm-hmm.
work. We've just been here to guide you through. So can't wait to see, what other wins you have.
Thank you. Thank you. I just want to continue on and strive to be the best that I can be. And a diet and it's really not a diet. It's a lifestyle change. And when I hear
Yeah,
people talking about, oh, it's another diet. No, it's not.
yeah,
It's a lifestyle change.
it is.
It, if it's just amazing. I'm
Absolutely.
always been a positive person, but I have got more positivity and gratefulness in my life because of this program.
Oh, amazing. All right.